Ooh, what do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little boy, like fabric softener dew on freshly mowed astroturf. Oh, I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling? What do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little girl, like fabric softener dew on freshly mowed astroturf. Oh, I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling? I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out. I'm the name on all the men's room walls. When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile, and everyone always wants to know who is that girl. I can tell you and I are going to get along just like fire hoses. When we get turned on, there's bound to be flames. Oh, I was just thinking about this delicious little pancake who came into my club and wasn't so sweet because he was soaked in vinegar. Oh, I was just thinking about this delicious little pancake who came into my club and wasn't so sweet because she was soaked in vinegar. Aren't you just the teeniest bit curious about me? Come on, don't be shy. Say the right thing, and I just might bare my soul. Or something else. So's the world, but we all keep riding on this moonlit carousel regardless. I am Jeanette, and this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise. Well, since you don't care, I'll tell you anyway. My name is Jeanette. This is my club. And you should play nice, because I can be really fun when someone's not trying hard to piss me off. Better bring the butter the next time we toast. How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me? Not even a knock? I could have been undressing. And who knows what I would have had to do to you. You're here to see Her Royal Majesty Queen Victoria, aren't you? Therese is out making a show of how well her lips fit on the pants seat of the Camarilla. Did you happen to find her chastity belt or something? Really? Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't. I'd be kinder to me if I were you. What a gruesome thought, though, me being you. I suppose that'd mean you'd be inside me, and that's definitely never going to happen if you don't change your attitude. Ooh, can I see it? So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you? I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it? She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers. Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you? It's beautiful. Like a knight in shining armor, dangling at the end of a noose. That was cliché and predictable, but you can say it any time, and I'll act like you were the first and only. Are you sure that's the kind of thing you want to say to me? Keep bending me, and I'm bound to snap. Oh, did she now? I spend a few nights with Bertram, and all of a sudden he's the pox of Santa Monica. Paranoia and Therese have been bedfellows for longer than I can remember. Indulge my curiosity. What did you really think of Therese? We're identical twins. There are nuns that sin more often than her. In fact, she won't even feed unless it's poured into a glass for her. Myself, I like to bite. That is unfortunate, isn't it? Oh, I wish I could do something about it, but Bertram won't believe it's off until he hears Therese say it's off. And as I told you, I'm really not sure where Therese is. However, would if I could, kitten. So sorry, but she doesn't tell me much about her business. But I do know something you could do for us in the meantime. Something that would make us very grateful. I know, you've got my sympathy. Really, you do. I do need your help for something. And I can show my appreciation in a lot more creative ways than Therese ever could. Pretty please. For me. Leave now, and Bertram will never help you. I'll see to that. So you can make believe you adore my every word and help me, or you can go back to the prince with your head in your hands. Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city, and we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk. You don't need more enemies this early in the game. Give it a few years. They'll come. I thought we went over this. Therese isn't here. Until he hears it from her, Bertram's like a windshield in the deep blue sea. Invisible. I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet. I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long. It's not what you think. Every pretty penny dropped in that box is going right into some other kindred's purse. You'd be crooking from a dirty steal. Leave the wine in the cask. I'll harvest that blood when it's time. Tonight there is no harvest moon. Got it? I'm so relieved you're safe. I wanted to warn you when I heard it was a setup, but Therese pulled a gun on me and I locked myself in the bathroom and she's threatening to kill me and you have to help me. It was a setup. Listen, I know we've had our differences, but you have to trust me. Therese tried to have you killed. I had to lock myself in the bathroom because now she's got a gun and... Please, you have to help me. Therese knew it was you at the gallery all along. She set you up and... Did you hear that? She's crazy. She paid those thieves for a hit. She'll kill anyone who gets in the way of her becoming the top dog of Santa Monica. Therese is gonna kill us. Without me, you'll never get out of Santa Monica alive. Hurry! I don't know how much longer I have! Oh, it's you. I'm surprised you returned to the scene of the crime without your girlfriend Therese here. Come to bury the bitterness between us? That time's past. Way in the past. So be a B-E-E and buzz off. I've got no honey for you. Hello, kitten. Did you come back for me? Even if you didn't, just nod your head. I'm all gooey. I didn't think you'd be back so soon. Any particular reason for this unexpected visit? Although, it is a pleasure to see you again. The tide goes out, the tide comes in, and then it waves goodbye again. It'll take me a few years to wake this city up. The Camarilla tried to get its hand down my skirt, so I slapped him in the face. Prince. The only title I want is for a cherry red Porsche. I'm sure they're out for blood, but I have a few new sugar daddies, Nines and Isaac. Know 'em? Oh, sweetheart, desperately these nights. I'm just a lonely little girl on a rainy day. Know any games we can play? Think harder and dirtier. I'm not into that kind of thing. Maybe you should go. Oh, well, it's a little different, but entirely possible. Come sit next to me on the bed. I'll show you. Should I draw a map for you? The gallery's right down the street. Hello, sunrise. Back to burn me? What all swayed kittens do. On hands and knees you lap up the milk of me. And we purr, kitten, like dragonflies buzzing around frog bellies. Fine, you hold on to it. Since you're so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me? On the inside, we're all dead meat, kitten. She's crazy! Help! I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Your city? Last time I looked, it was called Santa Monica, not stuck-up bitch. Oh, Therese, you really do paint a flattering portrait of me with your turn-of-the-century barbs. I always assumed you could do nothing but look down on me. Let she who is without sin cast the fierce tone. Don't you call me that! I'm your sister. How can you treat me like this? Father? Oh, Therese, you poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years, eh, sister? You take that back, you bitch! Hello, kitten. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. What? Oh my, a Malkavian. This ought to be absolutely delicious. Two minds as crazy as ours, and who knows just what might happen. Oh, but you've got it bad, little boy. Not sure exactly what is real and what isn't? Janus, let's see. Isn't that a two-faced Roman god? Of course, you're right. You just happened to meet the prettier face first. Oh, but you've got it bad, little girl. Not sure exactly what is real and what isn't? Janus, let's see. Isn't that a two-faced Roman god? Of course, you're right. You just happened to meet the prettier face first. Wait until Therese hears that. I am white to her black. She'll be absolutely furious. Of course, I won't be wearing white to any weddings, but we can talk about that later. The world is a bubbling blood cauldron, and yet we all just keep going in for a dip. Does that make any more sense? No one flirts like a Malkavian. Your compliments make me positively tingly. Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, duckling.